Hello guys, the DB Grinder here, back at it again with another video, and this time we have another 3v3 Iron Man, and it is going to be $100 per person, so $300 per team, so the winning team will be winning 300 and the losing team will be losing 300. Also, make sure to go ahead and check out the Coliseum Discord, link down below at the top of the description. Great place to go ahead and play in like Iron Man's wager matches and everything like that, and let's just hop right in. So we're going to see Nesh on Team 1 versus Broken Heart Prankster on Team 2. And then we are going to go ahead and we're going to see Nesh win the rock, paper, scissors, shoot. And they are going to decide to go first. 40 versus 40. Gotta love to see it. Opening hands, we have Schism, Called by Prosperity, Nadir Servant, and Punishment. So we will see where this gets them. And then they have Fire, Droplet, Pranks, Imperm, and Water. So Prank Kids versus the Dogmatika Invoked deck. And then they're going to activate this. And they're going to banish 6. So looking at those 6, we see like the Borreload for the Super Poly. And then go ahead and show the top 6. And there we go. There's Meltdown. So now they have both pieces of the puzzle here. Also, I've played in a few more Iron Mans than just the one that I posted the other day. I know that people said they wanted me to post the Iron Mans. I will be posting Iron Mans in the future of myself playing, just not every single one. And I had some people ask me if I was going to post the ones that I had played in. And then they're going to activate Meltdown, go search Alistair, and then summon Alistair, Alistair effect, and they let this go through. So they're going to go ahead and grab Invocation. So they are holding Imperm. I'm assuming it's going to be for like the Dogmatika play because they have Droplet for a Makaba. So they're going to go ahead, summon Makaba, Invocation, grab back Alistair, and then Nadir Servant. Then that's going to dump App Cologne, and then go grab Ecclesia. No App Cologne effect, they open Schism, and then summon Ecclesia to go grab Knight. And yeah, they're just going to go ahead and set. Yeah, I really do think they're holding Imperm for a Maximus play to try to cut off Schism. But obviously that didn't happen here. And then pass, they draw Nib. And then said, yo, win conditions, let's go just a few more seconds. They came back. And then they just go ahead and admit defeat. And moving on into game 2 now. We're going to see Prank Kids go first. Opening hands, we have Droll, Droplet, Meltdown, Droll, Droplet. Weird hand. And they have Reborn, Ash, Fusion Spell, They bricked. That's insane. They bricked with one of the most consistent decks. Like, there's literally like 15 starters. So, yeah, set pass, draw Invocation. That's pretty good. They're going to activate Meltdown, go grab Alistair, and then summon Alistair, effect, and, well, they're going to Judgment the summon, and then they're going to activate the Invocation, and this will allow them to go for the Raijin, and that's pretty good in this kind of position, being able to apply the pressure, and then also, like, next turn, if they like top deck a Prank Kid and they normal summon it, and then they on the summon Invoked Raijin go set and they chain Imperm, they can chain Droplet to get rid of this and still set the Prank Kid. So the opponent might just make the mistake. But let's find out. Set, pass, draw Terraforming. That loses out the draw on Lockbird. So they're gonna activate that, go grab the field spell, and then special summon out the draw on Lockbird. Yeah, just use the effect. And then they're going to set Ash, activate Reborn, summon out a body just to survive, pass, draw, Meltdown. But, yeah, they're going to summon Alistair, effect. They let this go through. And then this will go ahead and grab the Invocation. And then activate Meltdown. Meltdown will go ahead and grab Alistair. I mean, it's just game. They go for Almirage, and then go for Secure Gardener, activate the Invocation, and then Invocation will go ahead and banish the Alistair and Almirage, go for Purgatrio. This has to get hit with Imperm, and then they can just Secure Gardener, beat over something else. and then go ahead and just like barrage and attack directly. So they're gonna attack the Ash, activate Imperm on this, and then attack and go for game. So that is going to be it for match 1. Now moving on to the next match, we're gonna see, I don't even know how to say their name. We're gonna see Nesh versus this. And then we will go ahead and see Nesh win the rock, paper, scissors, shoot again. And they will decide to go first, 40 versus 40. Gotta love to see it. Opening hands, we have Droplet, Called by Natty Servant, Terraforming Schism. Once again, a solid hand. And then they have Nib, Droplet, Meltdown, Prosperity, Ecclesia, so the mirror match. And then they're going to activate Terraforming to go search out Meltdown. And then Meltdown to search Alistair, summon Alistair effect, go search Invocation. Yep, that just goes through here. The only hand trap they have is Nib. And then go ahead and go for Amirage, and then go for the Secure Gardener. Activate Invocation. Invocation will get rid of those. To summon out Makaba, Invocation, grab back Alistair. And then add your Servant to dump App Cologne. And then go search, go grab Ecclesia. Once again, no App Cologne effect because they open the Schism. And then special summon out Ecclesia effect to go search. And then that's going to go grab Knight. And then they're going to set, end domain, activate Nib. And this is 5 summons, Alistair, both links, Makaba, and Ecclesia. So pretty much here, they're just trying to bait out the Makaba effect. So they're going to go ahead and Makaba negate that, and then pass, draw, Imperm. And they are going to activate Meltdown. And then Meltdown, go grab Alistair. And then activate Prosperity. Prosperity will go ahead and banish 6 here. So, yep, gotta banish 1 more. And then we can see their super poly targets. And then looking at the top 6 now. They're gonna grab Mystic Mine. Ooh, that's pretty good here. We've seen some players play 1 Mystic Mine in the main deck of this. Just because, like, game 1 it's pretty strong. Usually you can't sit on it the entire time because a lot of people right now are very prepared for a main deck Mystic Mine, either main deck in a Cosmic, a Harpies, or an Order. And then, yeah, that's pretty much why a lot of people can't main deck this. But it does work very well with Terraforming. It makes it so that way you add 1 Mystic Mine into your deck list, but you add 2 going second cards because now Terraforming is a going second card also. In this matchup, you can sit on it. This deck doesn't play it out. And then they're just going to set, pass. I'm honestly just going to skip forward. Yeah, just to see like if Nesh admits defeat or if the opponent tries to play. Oh, they're actually playing multiple Mystic Mine. Yeah, we see like the Destiny Hero stuff. Honestly, eventually there will be a scoop. He doesn't want to say deck out ? Or anything. So, yeah. Activates Poly there. At least we get to see a lot of the deck lists. We can see them main deck in 1 Aerial. They're probably not playing any other Shaddolls. And they're just playing Aerial as a way to work very well with App Cologne. We've seen more people actually start doing that, or at least side decking the Aerial. And they play 2 App Cologne in the extra deck, which also makes sense why earlier they banished an App Cologne off of Prosperity, because they're playing 2 of it. But if they're playing 2 of it, their extra deck's pretty tight with both super poly targets too. Yeah. Fusion Destiny out of that. Deck out? Like, it's just deck out, right? Like, Invocation, grab Alistair, put card into the deck. And then, Droplet, get rid of that. Invocation, put itself back. They can do that 2 more times. Yeah, go ahead and do that. So, We're getting to see a lot of like the main deck and extra decks here. Even though this is a pretty like bad match, like it's not that bad. There's not really much to commentate here either. We were kind of just like chilling, waiting to see if the deck out happens. It's funny how it went shuffled in the deck with one card. There we go. Okay. Holy, that took forever. But alright, going on to the next game. We're going to see Invocation. We're also going to see Nesh decide to go second. Opening hands, we have Invocation, Nadir Servant, Ash, Storm, and Mystic Mine. Oh no. Not this again. And then Prosperity, Imperm, Fusion Destiny, Draw, Alistair. It is a pretty strong hand. So they're going to start off with Alistair. Activate the effect. Yeah, it looks like they're not going to Ash it. Or? Okay, yeah, they're not going to Ash it. And then go Amaraj, Shakir Gardner, Invocation, Banish, go for Makaba, Invocation effect, grab Alistair. And then activate Fusion Destiny, they let this go through. Alright, and then activate Prosperity. And they're gonna Ash Prosperity over Fusion Destiny. Maybe it's because like if they Ash Fusion Destiny, that's like a guarantee negate. And then you're just trading Ash with an Alistair in hand. To where at this point you could still just be Ash with Alistair in hand. I mean, it's not the greatest Ash. I'm not gonna lie, but it's gonna stop him from seeing outs to Mystic Mine as quick. So they're gonna go ahead, Lightning Storm in the back row, activate Nadir Servant, dump the Elder, grab Ecclesia, and then Elder effect out the Phoenix Enforcer, and then they're going to wait, why is that banished? Oh, they're using Makaba. Oh, wait, no, they're using Droll. Okay. I was so confused. I was like, wait, okay. Alright, so they're going to activate Droll and Lockbird, Chainlink 2 in response to Elder, and then Chainlink 3 and Enforcer to go ahead and pop. So now they are playing around Mystic Mine extremely well here. I'm guessing at this point they're thinking to themselves, like, how do we actually lose this? And if you wipe your extract monsters off board, how do you lose? Like the Dogmatika player has to summon Ecclesia Search. You can summon Maximus at best for 3,000 damage. You can't summon Knight without anything summoned from extract, and they can't go into extra deck. And then this also just plays around the Mystic Mine that can be extremely strong. So they're gonna set, activate, pass. And then draw Super Poly. They don't want to summon this because, like, you know, it's not going to get the search because of the Droll and Lockbird. Summon back out Enforcer. And then Enforcer effect, pop Mystic Mine, Graveyard effect. This card in, like, a simplified game state is actually just too good. Like, this card in a simplified game state is just, it's actually bonkers. And then, like, you're also going to have, like, the Celestial draw. So, honestly, I don't see Nesh winning this. It's going to be extremely hard. He's going to have to get, like, a cheesy Mystic Mine win or something. So now they're going to activate the Invocation. You know, they couldn't link that away. They already used their link ones. So go for Agos effect, out the Ecclesia, Invocation, grab Alistair. They can't Prosperity this turn because they drew off Celestial. Agos effect, banish, getting attack, but it doesn't even matter because they just special summon Ecclesia effect, and it's going to be game. Yep, they admit defeat, so we are going to go ahead and see Nesh lose the second match. Now hopping on to the third match. Both teams have 2 players left. We're going to see Team 1, Hoakisol versus Team 2, number 2. And we will see multiple ties. And then we're going to see number 2 win the rock, paper, scissors, shoot. And they're going to decide to go first. 40 versus 40. Gotta love to see it. Opening hands, we have Ecclesia, Chalice, Vessel, Long Yelling Desires. So, I mean, like, going second, they don't have a hand trap. They have Chalice. Ecclesia is obviously very well going second. They have Fusion Destiny, Ecclesia, Imperm, Ecclesia Maximus. And, like, Vessel might not be bad. I mean, I'm going to summon Ecclesia, Ecclesia effect to go search, and then let's kind of grab Punishment. Set pass, draw another Ecclesia. It's crazy because, like, these are just both Ecclesias. And then they're going to activate Desires. Which Ecclesia do you prefer? Do you like the Dogmatika Ecclesia? Or do you like the Incredible Ecclesia? That's crazy. This card's name is Incredible. Crazy name for such a not super incredible card. So go ahead, banish. It's not bad, but we only see one Ashina for the Tennies Drown there. They're playing 2 Long Young. They're out of Long Youngs in deck. But honestly, this isn't bad at all. Draws Blackout, Emergence, and then they're going to get rid of Blackout for the Long Young. Also, I can't understand what they're saying here. I feel like I've seen this so much. Is this the Bad Luck Charm? Honestly, I don't remember. I don't know. Go ahead, summon out. And then, yeah, they choose to summon out in attack position. This makes it so that way, if stuff goes wrong, they can just token crash, so that way they're not synchro locked. And then they're going to activate the Enforcer effect, Chain Chalice to go ahead and stop this. And then the opponent, response to Chalice, thinking I am, calling Judge, you don't make an action. We've been here for a few minutes now. Chain Punishment, target token. And then send Elder effect to pop. And then they're going to special summon out Ecclesia effect, tribute, summon Mo Yi effect, reveal the emergence, and then they are going to let this go through, which is actually, it's actually so good for them. It's actually pretty incredible here for them. So yeah, now they're going to go ahead and activate Vessel. I mean, they weren't, like, the worst spot either way, because, like, they hadn't normal summoned yet, so, like, even if Mo Yi does get hit with an Imperm, they still have Ecclesia that can summon out, and, like, that's still a Synchro, at least. But this is obviously, like, optimal. Dump Ashina, go grab Vishuda, and then they're going to activate the Ashina effect, banish, summon Adara, and then slap those in the Baxia. Baxia and Mo Yi, they're going to chain Imperms, so just draw one here. And then they're going to get rid of those, go for Chow Fang, activate the emergence, go search Tahi. So this is shutting off like Veiler, Nib, Knight effect. So very solid here. And then summon, banish, token, blackout effect, token. Then get rid of those, go for the synchro, and then they're gonna get the effect. Just using that one effect. It's always interesting to see how people build like their extra deck for this deck. We've seen a lot of extra decks be just like slightly different every time. You know, some people play the package, the Christmas package. Some people don't. Some people go ahead and, well, I mean, you know, if you're playing the hero build, then you're playing the hero build. You play that stuff. Some people play 1 Baxia. Some people play 2. Some people are playing the Link 3 Tenny that can go ahead and get the pops and stuff. But banish Vishuda, go ahead and bounce, and then activate, special summon out from the graveyard, and then you just slap those into the Supreme, and you get to burn the opponent for 12. And then you just go battle phase. I mean, that's a lot of damage. This is a game. So, yeah, moving on into the next game. We are going to go ahead and we are going to see the invoked player go first again. Opening hands, we have Desires, Ashina, Adara, Droll, Mo Yi, not bad. And they have Nib, Schism, Alistair, Meltdown, Alistair. A lot of Alistairs. At least this hand does beat Droll. So summon effect, go grab Invocation. Yeah, I mean, it pretty much just like the opponent sees the Droll there and they're like, okay. Like, it doesn't matter, they probably just weren't searching here anyways this turn. Rather just like keep the Meltdown as a spell negate and then have like a third Alistair. And then they're gonna pass, draw Droll. go ahead and Ashina effect. They're going to chain Makaba in response. And then activate Desires. Desires, go banish 10. We can see the Vishuda, Ashina, Harpies. I mean, banishes don't really matter there. Draw Vishuda Desires. And then they're going to Adara effect, special summon out, and then get rid of that, go for the Monk. And then activate the Adara effect, banish itself to grab the Ashina, normal summon Moyi, Moyi effect, reveal Ashina. And then go for the token. Alright, so they're now going to get rid of those to go for the Synchro. Synchro and Moyi effect, draw Imperm, go search out the Emergence. And then battle phase, attack Makaba. Yeah, they're going to drop the Alistair to make it so that way it doesn't go. Main phase 2, with Shuda effect, out Makaba, set Imperm. So that was a weird turn, but what? Mystic Mine? Mystic Mine? Oh, meltdown. Yeah, that's not what we wanted to see. Pass, draw, activate Emergence, go search out Long Young. Then they're gonna discard special. Also, I've seen this happen a lot. People will like Mo Yi into the Synchro, go grab Emergence. Or not Emergence, so go grab like a Tai Yi to discard for free. And like, you know, if you want to, you could Synchro search Emergence and then activate Emergence to go search out a Tenyi and then discard that for free off the Long Young instead of discarding like the Tai Yi, which will be used later on. Like, you could dump a Tenyi pretty much and then like, you know, you could use that for probably better follow-up than you will with just a Tai Yi in graveyard. Then go for floor, burn the opponent, and then just go for game. So we are going to see. Oh, also everyone keeps saying everyone keeps complaining that I don't know how to say these names. How am I supposed to try to say this? Pekurualo? There's no way that's it, and there's no way I'm gonna remember that. Or Osu? Yeah, see, this kind of sounds sus. Osu. Sauk? No way. This is a foreign name. It's a foreign name. So now we're going to see Akasa versus O. And we will go ahead and see Akasa win the rock, paper, scissors, shoot and decide to go first. 40 versus 40. Gotta love to see it. Opening hands, we have Imperm, Ashina, Emergence, Chalice, Stroll. They have Called By, Wagtail, Dark Ruler, Nerval, and Desires. Oh, their hand's dirty. They have Dark Ruler to out the board. They have Called By to hit the draw, which is usually really good versus this deck. Their hand isn't, like, that great right now, but they'll have 3 new draws next turn. Go search Mo Yi, reveal, go for token. And then they're going to get rid of those, go for Synchro, effects, draw into Desires, search Long Young. That Desires draw is insane. Draw 1 into a draw 2, standard. Banish 10, we can see the black out there. 2 more Mo Yis, a Long Young. Draws into Ecclesia and Vessel. Okay, not the greatest draws, but they're going to summon, and then go ahead and they're going to activate the Vessel there, dump Ashina, and then go search out Vishuda. And then get rid of those, go for Floor, burn the opponent. So, they go ahead and they set up this interruption instead of going ahead and like Ashina to be able to just like end with an extra worm in hand. The hard interruption definitely is not bad, and then this is also follow up. Worst comes to worst, because you can like activate it to special summon something back. People just always forget about that effect. Like, if you've used the hard negate, you can go ahead and tag this out on anything that's level 9 or lower. So you have a lot of options. Set, pass, draw, swallow. And then they're going to Dark Ruler, negate the field. And then activate Desires and like, yeah, the opponent is in there. They are in there. We see 2 berry get banished. We have seen some people play 2 berry. Honestly, we've seen a lot of people play 2 berry. So that could come up. Then they're going to activate Bird Call. Go search out War. But I feel like they're probably playing 3 with Desires. Summon effect. They're going to Chalice this. And then special summon Swallow and Sparrow. Sparrow effect to go search. And that searches out Berry. Then overlay all 3 of those for Assembled. And then they're going to activate the effect on itself. They let this go. And then battle phase, attack directly. And then, attack directly. The reason why they activate the effect is because if they don't, then... Well, I mean, what do they really lose out to? Right? I mean... Ooh, I guess... Alright. So... They're going to attack. No damage because Dark Ruler, but go ahead. And then main phase 2, go for Zeus. Zeus effect is just going to wipe the field. Chain the pop. They're going to chain this to banish just so that way they can have a nice Aura target. And then normal summon Nerval. Nerval effect to banish. Go for Blossom. Blossom effect. Summon Wagtail. Wagtail effect. Go search Bird Call. And then they're going to overlay those. Then use the effect. Go search out War. Nerval effect to search. They probably should just use the effect on Zeus to like boost its attack. And then go for some more. Blossom to draw, put back. And then special summon out Berry. Special summon out from the graveyard. Overlay. And then they're going to activate the effect to attach. And then Wagtail effect to attach. Then end phase some Morg. Goes for Apex Avion. I've seen a lot of people switch over to this over Statue just because, like, this is just better than Statue, like, 99% of the time. Draw Ashuna. Vashuda to summon. They just let this go through. They're going to go ahead and stop this. And then they admit defeat. Alright, going on to the next game. We are going to see our Sword Soul player go first. Opening hands, we have Vessel, Order, Moyi, Blackout, Vashuda. Nice. They have Fractal, Dark Ruler, Nerval, Fractal, Wagtail. So their hand isn't that great, especially through the Order. Their hand is actually just like a Tri-Brigade hand. Like it loses to what Tri-Brigade loses to. And then activate Vessel. And then they're going to dump Ashuna, go grab Aura. And then Aura effect, special summon itself out. And then they're going to banish the Ashuna, special summon out from the deck. Get rid of those, go for Baxia, pop. Also, I've had a lot of people ask me, like, when do you go for the Baxia play into Chaofeng turn 1? You go for it when you're able to play afterwards. Because, like, you see, they're going to go for Chaofeng. And now they still have plays with, like, Moyi. And then this is also extremely good with the Blackout, allowing you to go ahead and search a hand trap afterwards. Or search Ecclesia for follow-up. And then activate Aura, banish, add back the Ashuna. And then slap those into the Synchro, effects, draw Ecclesia, go search Long Young. And then discard, special summon out Long Young, summon out Token. And then just get rid of those and go for Supreme. And then burn the opponent for 12. And then set to, pass, draw Desires, blank draw. Yeah, activate Chain Order. And then, yeah, they admit defeats. Now, moving on into Game 3, we're going to see the Bird deck decide to go first. Opening hands, we have Droll, Moyi, Dark Ruler, Moyi evenly. And they have Swallow, Foolish, Tanky, Bird Call, Fractal. Okay, so Fractal effect, dump, the Sparrow, and then activate Bird Call. Bird Call, go search out War, and then they're going to drop Drone Hawkbird there. And then special summon out War. War effect, summon out Swallow. Overlay for Robin, and then effect to attach from the graveyard. So they decided to summon out Swallow from the hand instead of Sparrow from the graveyard to get the extra attach. Which, is it even really necessary? Because, like, I don't know, 2 bounces is pretty good. And 2 bounces will probably force the opponent to go ahead and attack over this. And then, you know, you're still just going to get the effect to go ahead and add back. It's like the best part about this card is it's very solid interruptions. And if they out it, you just get follow-up. It actually makes the card annoying. Then they're going to Dark Ruler, so at least they're not ending the game this turn. Normal summon Mo-Yi, reveal the Tai. They are going to be able to set up pretty well here, though. Summon, get the effects, and they draw into a Dark Ruler. Not a good draw. Go search out Long Young. And then they're going to discard for the Long Young, and they decide to discard the Mo-Yi there, so the Tai-Yi in hand is still known about. Then go for Floor. No point of burning the opponent. They're going to pop that, and then get the effect to add back, and that's going to add back War. Yeah, you definitely let that go. There's no way you'd ever Floor negate that graveyard effect to add back, because you could just go ahead and like negate the on-field effect if you wanted to of the War. I guess it does play into something like a Droplet more, but you'd also just like negate War with this. But I guess then like any normal summon just out to your field. Special summon effect, and they're going to activate this to go ahead and stop that. Then activate Tanky. Tanky, go search out Fractal. And then they're going to normal summon Fractal, effect, banish 2, and then in response, chain Floor to negate this, Foolish Burial to go dump Nerval, Nerval effect, grab Kit, and then set the Harpy's Pass, it guarantees your survival, effect the pop, and then they're going to activate it, so yeah, fair enough. Decides to do that during the draw phase. You don't really need to do that during draw phase, but they're going to synchro attack and then attack for 3,000. And then go ahead, set evenly as a bluff, pass, draw Kuraz. So, I mean, they only have the synchro as an interruption here. They're going to normal summon Kit, Kit effect, banish, chain synchro to negate. And then go for Amirage, Kit, dump Nerval, Nerval go search. Ooh, yo, this is not looking too good for Sword Soul here. They have no more interruptions. And, like, even if they had, like, the trap, the blackout, they just have Amirage to protect. Just not bad. I mean, probably have to, like, but you'd have to target both, actually. Because if you just target, like, Kuraz, Tanky, they just protect this. But Omen effect resolves. Yeah, I mean, Bird wins here. Go for Blossom, Omen effect. Wow. Wow. I did not expect them to win here. Like, with the scenario, how the game was going, no. But now they just pop off and, oh, it's just game here. Effect, make this gang attack, go search out Swallow. Special Swallow, Wagtail, Wagtail effect, go search Bird Call. And then overlay, effect, make this gang attack, and then effect, go search out Berry. And then you just buried into assembled, and then that's game. Wow. That was actually a really good game 3. But hopping into the next match, we are going to go ahead and we're going to see Toast versus Bird Player. And then we are going to see Toast lose the rock, paper, scissors, shoot. So Bird will go ahead, go first. 40 versus 40. Gotta love to see it. Opening hands. We have Dasher, Terraforming Schism, Droll, and Meltdown. Sees 2 bricks. Sees Droll versus Bird game 1. Also, I wonder if they're on the Mystic Mine. And then, oh, we can also see Tub in the Watchers. I know you can't see this, but Tub's in the Watchers right now, and there's Bird on the one team. Then they have Nerval, Bird Call, Desires, Fractal, and War. Fractal Dump, Special War effect, go for Sparrow. Sparrow effect to go Search, grab the Swallow, and then they're going to drop the Draw and Lockbird. They're calling for Slow Play. I wonder how long it took. It did indeed take almost 4 minutes for them to make an action. That is fair enough. They're going to get rid of 3 of those, go for some Morg. Oh, that's probably like one of the worst Morg summons I've ever had to see. Like, I don't know. Usually you just like always cheat this card out, or I don't know. But seeing that summon like that, oh, it just kind of hurts. But I mean, fair enough. You gotta do what you gotta do. It's not bad here or anything. Like, it's still gonna set up a negate, and they're still gonna have a balance. It's not bad. Summon, especially through like the best hand trap versus your deck. Pass, draw Alistair. And they just submit defeat. Going on into the next game, we are going to see Toast go first. Opening hands, we have Terraforming, Meltdown, Ash, Nib, Fusion Destiny. This is not bad at all. Droll does hurt somewhat, but they can still set up a decent enough board with like Enforcer, Nib, Ash. That should keep them alive. They have Pankratops, Desires, Nerval, Desires, Fractal. Pankratops is so good. Like, they're going to summon their monsters in defense, and Pankratops are going to be able to trade with both of them. So activate Meltdown, go grab Alistair. Then effect, you received a Slow Play Minor for game 1. Go for Skier Garden, Invocation. Go ahead, banish, Makaba, Invocation, grab back Alistair. Fusion Destiny, dump, go for Enforcer. And then pass, draw Storm. And then they're going to activate Desires. That Storm will do literally nothing. Like, I could trade with Meltdown, but who's going to do that? Ash Blossom Desires, that's very nice. Very nice. We can also see the Mystic Mines here. This deck definitely plays Mystic Mines going second. A lot of people have been side decking through Mystic Mine in this deck. Summon Pankratops, Battle Phase, attack Enforcer. They're just going to let that go through. Enforcer Graveyard effect, Pankratops effect, pop. Like, they could have dropped Alistair on Enforcer to keep it alive if they wanted to. Then they're going to Fractal effect to dump. Dump the Kit, dump Nerval, add Fractal. Then normal summon Nerval effect to banish, go for Blossom effect, summon out Fractal. And then turn those into some Morg. Blossom effect, draw, put back. Draws Mystic Mine, put back Desires, Fractal effect. They've already summoned 5 times, so at the end of main, they're definitely getting hit with Nib. Yeah, go ahead, pass over that token. 16 defense, pass, draw Maximus. This is game. So summon Alistair effects, search out Invocation. And then banish, summon Maximus, playing around Lancia on the Invocation. And now moving on to game 3. We are going to go ahead and we are going to see our bird player go first. Opening hands, we have Schism, Celestial, Nib, Ash, Alistair. So 2 bricks, 2 hand traps, and then a starter. And then they have War, Oath, dotKuro, Raspberry. Weird hand. They don't have any good bird to summon off of this, but they at least have a bird to summon off of it. They're going to use the effect to search, chain Ash Blossom there. Trying to cut them off from like a Swallow Nerval play, I'd say here. And then normal summon out dotKuro. Turn those into a Blossom. Blossom to summon out Kraz. I mean, you could also Nib on the Blossom summon to play around them summoning something good. But to be fair, if they had something good to summon off of this, they probably would have just went ahead and did it at first and then kept Barry in hand. So fair enough. I think this Nib was played well. Yeah, but definitely on that summon you want to drop Nib. So they're going to drop Nib, pass over the token, 15 defense, 27 attack. Or 28 attack, I meant to say. Then they're going to draw, put back, pass, draw Fusion Destiny, an insane draw. Summon Alistair effect. Honestly, this should just be enough to beat the opponent. They're going to have 2 interruptions. And the opponent Doesn't even have 2 plays right now. They could have 2 plays depending on what they draw. It's honestly just game, right? Yeah. Invocation, grab Alistair. And then set Schism, Fusion Destiny, Dump, Summon, Battle Phase, Start a Battle Phase, Effect, Pop. And then 25, 25, 3K, 8K, Handshake. So, GG's. That was definitely a very solid draw. We are going to see Team 1 win the $300 here. The team with the Sword Soul double invoked player. That was a pretty decent Iron Man. It wasn't like super great. It wasn't super bad. It was decent. But like I said before, make sure to go ahead and check out the Coliseum Discord. I'll leave a link to it down below at the very top of the description. And the DB Grinders signing off. Peace. Have a nice day. Stay safe.